Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review, fam. How you doing? First of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support, and thank you for the positive energy. This is not just a channel, fam. This is a community of collectors talking about things, dealing with collecting, fam. I decided not to sell my collection. I decided to actually leave my collection as is. And if I feel the need to put a different toy line up, I take down some of the stuff off a shelf and box it up and use that. I thought about that. One of the biggest things with me was one of the reasons why I wanted to start over was to have more room, for we can grow on the channel together. But a lot of you all was like, hey, I was here when the shelves were empty. I was here when you were starting out, when there was nothing on none of those shelves. I was here. You don't need to do that, huh? Just take down some of the stuff that you don't want up there anymore. I'm listening to you all. You all make a lot of sense. That makes sense. Then my son pulled me to the side and said, why are you really trying to sell your collection? You love that. Damn it, you love your collection like you love us. I just started laughing because it's funny. And one of the biggest things that I wanted to do, fam, it wasn't about money. That wasn't the biggest issue. It was just, I just wanted to do something different. I wanted to start over and pick up certain figures and, pick up quality figures, not just quantity. Before, like I told you, I bought in lots. People had bulk deals for me. They were just talking. If I showed that I had any interest in the item, people, they'll hit you up. They're like, hey, man, look, I'm willing to do a deal with you, man. What you willing to pay? This is on eBay, fam. I'm serious. When people see that your feedback is good, they like, hey, look, I'm trying to unload this stuff. I'm not trying to hold on to it. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Fam, and that's what's been going on. This is what I like about it. And some of the things that was making me mad, fam, about collecting is like, I got a P.O. box, right? But a lot of times you don't want your stuff to come to the P.O. box. Sometimes you send it to your house, and I stay in a, one out of, let's say, if 10 being the best, I stay in a 7, rated a 7 community. So it's pretty good. My whole thing is you got those damn porch pirates, man. They out there just taking shit. And I mean, man, you just see people just of all colors stealing shit. You like, what is going on out here? You don't even know what you taking. I'm just gonna do a gamble on this. Hope it ain't a box of shit. Like they out there gambling. The cops getting people right outside as they take stuff and trying to run. Cops tackling people out there. I'm like, boy, people doing way too damn much. This economy got people just all effed up in their head. But you know what? Look, that was one of the reasons, man, because, people take something that, with eBay, people don't get your money back. But on Amazon, if Amazon found out you didn't get it, they, either they work with you to try to send you another one, or, just that's the consensus of that situation. It makes sense sometimes when you sit back and ponder stuff. This is why sometimes I be like, I want to find it in store. And I know a lot of y'all be like, just order it online. But sometimes you have issues with the damn post office. Man, tell me why they lost some of my stuff. And I'm like, damn, come on. About 2 months later, they found it. And I'm like, really? The guy was asking me, who actually sold it to me, like, what's going on? I'm like, you tell me. I don't got it. It shows that I never got it. So we worked out a deal. He ended up giving me my money back. Then it was delivered. I end up hitting him up on an email talking about to him. I said, hey, look, it was delivered. Send me a PayPal invoice and I just go ahead and pay it. And he was like, what? I never had anybody pay for something, after I refunded their money. I said, but I got the product. I said, look, I don't want to be out there like that. You know what? I feel if you put out good energy, you'll get it back. Like when I go into the store, like I tell y'all, fam, this is not me just talking. This is me telling you my truth. When I go in the store and I talk to employees, I said, look, first of all, how you doing? How your day going? It's like, man, it's like, fam, the guy answered every question I had. He told me what aisle he would be in if I had other questions. He told me to have a good day. You know, it was like he waved. I was like, damn. I said, he must have really been having a bad day. But it's something when people validate you. And fam, I understand why y'all was talking about the self-checkout situation. We gonna talk about it all. Now, you know, I was in a line and the lady was taking forever to ring me up. Fam, I had like 8 items. I'm like, it shouldn't take you this long to ring me up. And the lady was like, man, they need to hurry up and do away with the registers. And I'm like, wait, you're a cashier. I said, why are you trying to get rid of the register? She said, well, you know, hey, you know, it's a tedious job. You get tired of doing it. But I said, you know, sooner or later, I said that people who are not employees don't come in here asking for discounts. They'll be like, look, I worked about an hour in here bagging up shit, ringing up stuff, fam. It makes sense. You don't want to ring this stuff up. But the people that they got checking you out are so slow, they want to send you to that self-checkout where the line is going all the way damn near to the back of the store. You like, it's no win in this situation. I'm like, ring people up and get them out. Why are you just sitting here like shit is just bewildering? Fam, look, I learned a lesson. I learned to not be so impatient. I learned to take my time to think things through thoroughly. You know, with the way how the economy was going, I got scared. I'm going to be honest. I really did. You know, with so much stuff going on with the Walmarts, some of them closing, some of the Targets, some of the CVS's, Walgreens, you know, a lot of those stores, you know, some of them closing, a couple of them. So, you know, that really puts things in perspective and it makes you stop and think. You know, with the banks, some of those closing, and you sitting here like, damn, like, then some of these digital currencies that they got out there, they tanked, and you sitting here like, wait, hold on. Like, it makes you stop and wonder what's going on. And see, you know, I wasn't not telling you not to spend your money. I said, hey, you might want to slow it down just a little bit, see what's going on. That's what I'm talking about. But right now, fam, I'm shopping a little smarter. Not spending so much money. You know, like I told you, you've seen these already. You've seen the Mario figures. You've seen the wrestling figures. Or wrestling. Wrestling. You know, you've seen those. My thing is, right now, what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to invest in new lines to, you know, add to the collection. Whether to take something down, add another shelving unit, or some floating shelves. Fam, you know, I'm trying to see where we could take this here. The thing was, a lot of people were like, won't you get rid of your video game consoles and the Blu-rays and all that? But I like that stuff. I play that stuff. And see, the stuff that you use, you shouldn't get rid of. You know, if I put the video game consoles in storage, that's a waste of time. I don't want to have to pay for this stuff over. Just sell it. That's part of my collection. See, that's the thing, fam. I'm not only into video games. I'm not only into action figures. I'm not only into movies. I'm not only into shoes. I'm not only into Funko Pops or small electronics. Fam, I like a lot of different hobbies because, you know, when one slow down, like with the G.I. Joe Classified, you remember when they slowed down and they wasn't putting nothing out? I went into Marvel Legends. And when Marvel Legends started, you know, doing some weird stuff, I flipped the script, went to He-Man. And when He-Man did some weird stuff, I went to Super 7. And Super 7 is still sitting up there right now, fam. They like, damn, we so lonely. You know, people like, hey, you know Super 7 brung out some more Thundercats. You could just buy more. I'm not buying $55 toys. And they're not worth $55. The first wave was worth the price because the first wave was part of that Matty Club distribution. It was some of those figures, fam, and you understood those. Those were pretty good. Man, you know what? So many different things are going, though, fam. They got flying taxis now. You see that? This is getting kind of funny now. You know, I want to see flying cars. I want to see electromagnetic cars. I want to see different things happening. I want to see some of the Jetson type stuff. I know the other day you sat there and said, Unc, you talked about being young. You know, I remember the days when you used to get them ass whoopings with switches. I remember, you know, all the walk-it-offs. Boy, you better not cry. You holding it in. They done whooped you so damn hard you can't even say nothing. You can't even cry. You like, I mean, man, it won't come out. I learned, fam, I miss playing with cap guns. You remember the lit guns, the lit toy guns, where you pull the hammer back and stick the lit snapping things in, and you hit it, the caps, and it make the gunshot noise. Man, I miss those days. I miss all of those toys that wasn't good for you. They were made of lead and metal. Used to have lead paint in your damn mouth as a kid. Used to stick shit in electrical sockets. Fam, you know what? We were made of a different material. We didn't have participation trophies. Either your ass won or you didn't. And if you didn't win, you wanted to win so bad next time that you did everything you could to win. You know what? That's what made us different. That's what made us a different breed. You know what? A lot of us went through a lot of hardships as kids. A lot of us knew what it was like not to have restaurant food and shit. You ate at home every night. Even if you didn't eat, shit, you ate peanut butter jelly sandwiches sometimes, fam. It was just real. This is how life was working. And a lot of people just didn't get it or understood it. This is real life out here. They hear me talk about the good old days like nowadays it's not worth it. Back when you used to get financial aid, they gave you a Pell Grant and an Isaac map grant. You had all type of stuff to help you with your college career. Now they done cut half of that shit out. They made so much of stuff more difficult. They raised tuition in every damn place. And you sitting here like, what is going on? You sitting here thinking like, I had to pay for my college. Everybody else should too, shit. I got friends who still paying back loans. Dude, I'm old as hell. And trust me, when I say, I remember the 60s and shit, people look at me and say, how old are you? Man, look, I'm a whole grown ass man. I just look young. And that's the thing, fam. When you look at everything, when I tell you, I remember these years. This is why I say, I remember even when the years weren't that good for my people. When I say my people, I'm talking about black people. It still was good. It was what it was. You know what? People weren't so sensitive. You could say words to people and people, shit, either took them or told you where the hell you can go. That's how it was. There weren't people trying to cancel you everywhere. People wasn't really, all of that. People were who they were, and they were happy to be who they were. And people just didn't give a shit. Man, that's what it was about back then. Nobody cared. You could be who you want, man. Look, I don't got nothing to do with that. And that's what it was. The thing that I look at now is it's just like everybody want to be seen now. Before, people just didn't give a shit. They just lived their life. And that's the thing that I'm looking at. When I look at the generation that I came from, man, we just lived our life. Man, we burned calories every damn day by outside running, riding our bikes, climbing trees, running down hills, sliding down hills on sleds when it's in the middle of the damn summer, riding down a hill on sleds. When it's in the middle of a damn mud storm and you sliding down a hill, you flip the damn thing, fly in the air, y'all flying and falling. People got helmets and shit on and knee pads, flipping and frailing. And guess what? You got your ass up and got right back on it and went right back up the hill. That's just the way it worked. We was made different. Motherfucker, we was Ford tough. Just real talk, fam. Nowadays, I respect the young people nowadays. I don't have nothing against them or no ill will. Fam, it's just, I remember my generation and what it was about. Like I said, your ass didn't go to the hospital. You had to be damn near dead to go to the hospital. They had to feel like your life was ending. They had to see your soul damn near leaving your body for your ass to go to the hospital, because the hospital bill was so damn expensive. Even if you had insurance, it was like, yeah, you might as well just go and walk out your house and just sign it over to us right now. It's our house now. You're like, damn, fam, man, this is too much. But that's the way it was. That was the way of the world, fam. That's the way how the cookie crumbled. That's how you felt about everything. Your mom, your dad, they worked hard as hell. Man, they put food on the table, clothes on your back, and lights on in the house. And you had two jobs. To clean the damn house sometimes, to stir the meat and make sure it was brown. I don't know what the hell brown in the meat mean, but you browned the damn meat and you did all type of shit. But that's one thing that I love. I had a collection displayed back when I was little, and I was just thinking about it. And my brother brung it up to me. He said, man, I remember your collection. I remember we used to throw aluminum foil balls at them and watch them fall and flip off the shelf. Some of them start hanging on. And he said, yeah, that was creepy as hell. They were hanging on like they were trying to get back up and shit. I was like, yeah, that was kind of creepy. But that wasn't what they were trying to do. They would fall and they would hang. And that's what it looked like, but when you little, you be thinking all type of other stuff, man. But you know what? Like I said, my childhood wasn't the greatest, but it was good for me. I appreciated the way I grew up. I appreciate all the hardships and all of that because it made me a better damn person, fam. You know what? I could appreciate every damn thing that, I went through and everything that we pushing for right now. As far as in this toy community, everybody living their childhood again, they bad stuff that they couldn't afford when they were little, the shoes, because I know a lot of people who bought shoes now. I see people in the store with me, man, like, yeah, man, you buying them Jordan? Man, I'm like, yeah, I'm a whole grown man. He like me too, man, but, I couldn't afford them when I was little. I get it. Just like with the video games. Man, nobody was affording all that shit back then. Your parents are like, look, we got other shit to do. You want to go on vacation. And you sitting there like, I don't want to sit in this damn house. I want to go on vacation with everybody else. They going outside. Like your damn arm broken. You sitting there crying because they outside playing and shit. Your mama bringing you ice cream, but you still cry because they running around screaming, oh, look, he fell. And, they like, yeah, he fell, man. You used to like, I want to fall too, Get your ass out there with a broken arm playing football. You didn't give not one shit back there, man. Leg was damn near broke. You running because you wanted to be with everybody else. Nobody wanted to be in a damn house. It was a real punishment to have your ass in the house. And you remember when you was little, you better bring your ass in when them street lights come on. Them street lights come on, your ass is running for the house. They're like, what you running? Yeah, man, them street lights about to come on. You get there, you can slide your ass all across the ground and scrape your whole body up. As long as your hand is on that damn porch, you okay. They're like, oh, your hand on the porch? Okay, let me go on back in. Yeah, long as you out there on that porch. When that light, man, please. You knew what it was like. But fam, thanks for watching. Till later, peace out.